What's up, everybody? It's your dude, your rebel, your guy, Substance Level King Sergeant, aka 1192, saying what is up. Welcome everyone to another episode of KeeKlip. This here is KeeKlip 457 of the season. And like I said, we got a whole lot to go through, man. Believe me, it's been so many things been going on, and I'm definitely loving it. So, y'all know how we roll around here. So the last video we talked about the toys of Zoids, the Iron Kong and the Gustav. It's basically a snail carrier for bigger ones. That's kind of weird. Either way, so and I did say I was gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna talk about the series Zoids. I got it on tape. Yes, this is a nice little shiny one. It has like a very nice shiny little chromation. I forgot what you call that name, but I like that chroming. Look at that, so rainbowy. Yep, it's 4 episodes in here. Of course, the tape. That's how it was back in the day. And I haven't seen this in like years. So I'm gonna go on with the basics of what I grew up with Zoids, because there's like a whole lot of the series. This is the second out of the 4, if I recall. But either way, so when I grew up with Zoids, of course, for people that had the Cartoon Network and Toonami block, this was on as far as the second series run with Toonami, or second or third. Basically, so like I said before, giant mech animal robots, and basically they're used for battle. And of course, with the whole story for this one, a character known as BitCloud, he basically is like a scavenger. He's finding parts because he has his own Zoid as well, and he gets picked up by this team. And one of the commander's own team members, which is also his son, he had what was called a Shadow Liger. And then this one here is the Liger Zero. It's with the Jaeger armor on. So I'll get that in a minute. And so further down the line, he joined the team. People kind of trusted him to trying to train him to see what he was all about. And so throughout the more episodes, and it took me a while too, because I've seen at least half. I know I have seen some on YouTube or like another site, but as far as the series go, it's definitely amazing. And there's like a lot of other teams. Like one is like a tiger team where their old Zoids are basically like yellow, like jaguars or whatever, or just regular tigers. Another one's like a Batjack team, which is basically an all black theme type of aura team, and they're kind of like the main nemesis to the Clouds team. And there's like a whole lot of other teams out there. It's like millions and millions. So basically, and how it starts off, if there's a battle going on, they drop what they call a judge. And it's basically like some white robot with a red hand and a blue hand, and kind of like, he judging the teams. And so what he does, they drop him from this satellite, and then they bring him down to like a desert area, which is basically going to be the battle area. And there's like a whole lot that they're going to go for. Most likely it's in the desert. But rarely would they go anywhere like a park or a city. But as far as the series goes down, it's really good. I definitely like the story, and I definitely like the animation for one, because part of it is basically like regular anime, just 2D, but then when it gets down to the mechs, you get more of that 3D feel. Like, we're talking like shades and shadows and just tone, and like, God, it was amazing. Because like I said, I haven't seen any of the toys here. Now, one of which I would like to have, and I know a friend of mine had a long time ago, the Elephander. And what that is, it's like, if you take like the Mastodon from Power Rangers. The Mastodon is a little bit bigger and a little bit taller. The Elephander is a little bit shorter. Now, I'm pretty sure the Mastodon might win if lucky. But with the Elephander, it was kind of like, it was a giant one too, like a giant amongst, other mechs. And its trunk was like a gun, and it had these satellites on the back to where once it's active, they basically just go shielding, and it's just like a front shift. So it is, for a big machine, it is slow, but it has some speed to it. And like I said, there's a lot of different ones. Like for a big class team, like I said, here's the Liger Zero. There's also one that was like a wolf. There's one that was a bull. There's two of them was like a pterodactyl, which I do like one of the characters in here. He's kind of like I forgot his name, but he is like a tech savvy type of guy. And then for one, he does go into battle for like a few times. But what really got me going was his ego or his personality just changed in an instant. Like, hey, I can talk like this a little bit, but then when he's in battle, I can go like this. You know, that's just me. I'm just a battling guy. I'm like, what? So that was just one of the shows, though. But I mean, it was still great. Like I said, there's others that was like snakes. There's one that I think like I want to say coyote. There's like there's some like raptors and dinosaurs. There's like I said, there's different varieties within the mix. So like I said, the one I grew up with is definitely just great. The music was definitely good. I liked cause I like the Elephanter's theme, and I also like the Dark Battle theme, which kind of like a nice little touch of like action and metal and guitars and some violins and stuff. So it's really really good. Now, of course, before this, like I said before, there was one series I watched was Zoids Genesis. Now this is like the first series, and it's like way before here. And they had a little bit more of another impactful story to kind of lead on to more. It's been like a while since I watched that, but yeah, I mean, like I said, with this one independently, this was one of the series I grew up with, especially Cartoon Network and Toonami were kind of like the thing like after school. And because I know I talked about Ronin Warriors, I talked about Saint Seiya, which I think that was Adult Swim, but it was like a whole lot of other shows, and I probably actually I think I might get another one. I might. But more importantly, like I said, it was a good show. It was definitely a good anime, and I definitely like the I like the style that it had, and it definitely just had like a lot more of good mechanics in it. Cause like I said, Power Rangers is one thing, but like with this, it's a totally different scenario. And I definitely love what I grew up with, and I definitely love the style in it, the stories and everything. I would definitely recommend it to anyone that is an anime fan, let alone a Met guy. And also, I forgot on here. So like, yeah, here be the elephant right here in the back. Y'all can see that big boy. And then of course, like on the tape here, it's like a lightning socks. Lightning socks. I can't say that. But yeah, this is like one of the I forgot what this team was. Like this team technically is kind of like the one of the other like crucial type of character development teams. Now, another thing I will say, and I forgot to mention this too. So the Liger so basically the whole team, their whole command, like rover ship, how you want to go with it, their whole thing is like a giant snail. Now, Liger Zero is the only one that has armor, by far. It has 3 attachment armors. So one was like a Jaeger. It's more of that's like more of a speed type of thing, and the claw is kind of like your finisher in this case. Another one is the Strider, which is like an orange, and the Jaeger's blue. The Strider's like an orange, like a little reddish color, and it has like a bladed thing. So that's kind of like more of a sword type of deal. And then the one that I've rarely seen, because I've seen some, but not as much. There was a Panzer, and that's green. So we think, okay, a gun, a blaster, a tank. With this one, the other two, you can move. Even just without it, yeah, it can still move the way. But with this one, the Panzer, because it will mostly have like with the other two, it'd be like a ramp. And kind of like the Liger be right here, he got his armor, and it just slides out, and it can just run like that. But with the Panzer, it'll stay on a platform and kind of get like, it'll have to just drop back because the whole armor to that is so heavy. And it really showed too because it took a blast at one of the opponents, and when it pushed back, you can see like the leg is kind of like weakening, and it kind of like has the sparks coming out. I was like, oh wow. And it, I mean, I don't know, the better the armor or the heavier the armor, the better, I guess. But I like I said, it is what it was. But I do recommend Zoids for anyone out there that definitely loves mechs. If you can find the toys, I wouldn't be shocked at it. So, cause I know other stores, they got Gundam. But like I said, with Zoids, it's a different scenario. So, for anyone that likes mechs, again, recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. But that's going to be it today. So, like always, thank you for watching another episode. We got some more to go through. And of course, we got something really, really big coming up for you guys. Till next time, stay tuned. Check me out everywhere else. Facebook, Ken Sargent, as you know. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, all that. do 1192. Till next time, stay tuned for 458. And I'll see you when I see y'all. Peace. Stay awesome.